Truth or Dare. So, I was gonna do this anyway. This Friday, the Blumhouse film, the Blumhouse horror movie remake of Fantasy Island comes out. And Lucy Hale is in that film. And I figured since she also starred in Truth or Dare, I'd do this. But little did I know, now, excuse me, I don't know what I've got myself into, because I've decided to forego seeing Birds of Prey, or Harley Quinn Birds of Prey, to see this Fantasy Island movie, because it looks interesting to me. You know, I love, what's his name? He's Luis from Ant-Man. Michael Pena. I love Michael Pena. He's good. Lucy Hale is decent in what she acts in. You know. You got Maggie Q. She's good. You know. So, I'm going to give it a go ahead. But little did I know that it's the same director. The same guy who directed this is directing the new one. Jeff Wadlow. He directed this. Now, I remember when I first went to see Truth or Dare, I thought it was okay. I still think it's okay. I think it's decent till you get to the end, because the ending of this movie contradicts everything about the main character in this movie. The main character, Olivia, played by Lucy Hale. She's this environmentalist. She wants to help out people, help out the world. She is signed up to go this thing where they're going to plant new trees or something like that, help the environment. And it's Marky, her best friend, played by Violet Bean, who unsigns her up so they can go to Mexico and, you know, party. And you can say, oh, well, obviously Liv isn't that good of a person if she decides to go with them instead of re-signing up. Yes, but maybe it was already too late for her to re-sign up. I don't know. But because of Marky, and Marky is the worst character in this movie, because it's her fault this whole thing happened. Because Marky unsigned her, this whole thing starts. So what happens is, this group of friends, they go to Mexico. They meet this guy named Carter, and he takes them to this abandoned mission where they play a game of Truth or Dare. And when it's his turn, he says truth, and he tells them that he needed a victim, and the game is real, and if you don't do the dare, you die. You don't tell the truth, you die. Good luck, and he takes off. And the reason I say it's Marky's fault is because none of this would have happened if she would have let Olivia go on that trip. Because he picked Olivia because she looked like a pushover. And if she wasn't there, he wouldn't have been able to target the rest of them. He wouldn't have been able to pick out the group. Maybe Ronnie, but who cares about Ronnie? He's an asshole anyway. But my point is, people's lives would be saved. There'd be another group, but it wouldn't be this group. And you can say, oh, there's characters that you don't care about. Maybe Nolan J.R. Funk's character, he's a bit of an asshole, maybe you don't care about him. Maybe Ronnie, although Ronnie is a sympathetic character, as he's one of those types that builds himself up like he's the man in front of people, but maybe when he's alone, he's, just this guy who wants to have friends, and he seems like he hangs out with a lot of people, but are they really his friends, And it comes down to his death scene where he says, dare, and they dare and take his, dingle dingle dong out, and he doesn't do it. And like when, well, everybody's yelling, oh, I want to see that. You know, like, who's really his friend? And this whole, like, another reason why Marky is the worst character in this movie, bar none, is that, you know, she unsigned Olivia from helping out with the environment, from doing good things. Not because she just wanted to hang with her friend. Oh no, that's the reason she would have you believe. Not because she wanted Liv to come down and hang out with him. No, because she needed someone to have her back so her boyfriend wouldn't catch her cheating. That's the only reason. Because because during this whole thing exchange, she's talking to Livia's talking to Marky's boyfriend, Lucas, and Lucas is sitting where you are right now, the camera, the viewer is, and Livia is where I am, looking this way, and she can see Marky dancing, grinding on some other guy on the other side, and she has to go pull her out of the way so Lucas doesn't look around and see that's going on. And when the game forces her to tell the truth and say that Marky's constantly cheating on Lucas, automatically Olivia is the worst person in the world for saying that. Another reason why Olivia is this good person is that she has had this crush on Marky's boyfriend and has done nothing. Even though Marky has been cheating on Lucas constantly, she still does not make a move. She doesn't say, you know what, she keeps cheating on him, fuck her, you know, I'm gonna go ahead. No, she's such a good person, she doesn't do that. Which is why the ending of this movie is so fucking, makes no sense. Alright? We'll get to that. So, excuse me. The whole thing about this is that you do the dare or you die. You tell the truth or you die. Right. Confusing on where it starts. Actually, we'll wait for that because I gotta get to the... But it's confusing on when the game starts. So the thing about... I got a cold, so my voice sounds weird, I'm sorry. So this whole thing about the truth or dares... You know, Olivia first comes across it, and she tries to tell all the people that what's happening. After Ronnie's death, she tries to tell them what's going on. No one believes her except for eventually Lucas, because he's the next one to do it. And then Marky, and eventually everyone except for Nolan Gerald Funk's character believes them. And he, you know, his thing is, truth. Why do you write out fake prescriptions? And he says, I don't. And then he stabs. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the CGI. When the trailers came out for this, immediately people started bashing the CGI. Admittedly, when I first saw it, I thought it was a little creepy. But when you sit through a... let's just say hour and a half movie, and that keeps constantly popping up, it does sort of take you away from it. Like, the first time I saw it in the trailer, I was like, it's creepy. When it's constantly doing that through the film, it gets distracting. And soon you're just like why couldn't they have done something different? Like, take for instance, Supernatural. Now, the whole reason why they do this is it's a demon called Calyx. And Supernatural has a great way that they show that people are demons. It's the eyes. They either are black, yellow, or red. Red mostly for the devil, but showing them just you do this thing where they go, you know, they go, and it turns it black. And the closing of the eyes is a cue for the VFX guy to put that in there. So they go, and you get the black eye, and you know that person's a demon. You don't need truth or dare. You just be like, truth or dare. You know, it's subtle differences that could have made it better. Not to say that there's not tension in this film. To be honest, there's one scene in particular where Penelope, she is dared by some homeless guy, I think, to drink a whole bottle of alcohol while walking around the entire roof, like the edge of the roof of their house they live in. And then that's a scary scene, because the more she drinks, the more tipsy she's going to get, and she's going to fall. And you got the others trying to get in there to help. And you got them trying to get a mattress, and they put it over the spikes, and it breaks the mattress. Okay, why would you do that? Eventually, they're able to rescue her before trying to figure out exactly what's going on. And they go to the beginning of this, you see a person set herself on fire in a building in this gas station. And they find out she's still alive. They go after her, and she says it was her friend Sam that was messing around, knocked stuff around. And then they started playing a game of Truth or Dare, and it followed them there. Well, this leads them to Mexico, where they find out that it actually started a long, long time ago earlier, where a priest was actually going to rape 2 young girls, and one of them summoned a demon tried to summon something to stop him, and they were playing a game of hide and seek, and Calix took over the game of hide and seek and killed the guy, but the demon didn't leave. So they used it. The lady cut off her tongue, put it in a jar. They said that the incantation, cut off her tongue, put it in a jar, and sealed Calix away. And when Sam, or as we learned, is also Carter, when he broke that, he released the demon. So now they have to have Sam say the words, cut off his tongue, and put it away in there. This leads us to the most bullshit ending of a movie I've ever seen. And I mean it. This is like, you see this, it's like, fuck off. This is totally the opposite. And it totally contradicts what the character of Olivia has been since the start of this film. You get this twist where there's this whole thing where Marky's dad committed suicide, and it's revealed that Olivia was there when it happened. Like, he tried to force herself on her. She said no, and he blew his brains out. Why she felt she had to keep that a secret, I don't know why. She acts like it's some big deal. There's some big, big secret. That's why she can't say truth ever. It's a big, big thing. And to me, yeah, being there, I mean, you think you're the cause, but he was already drunk, and, you know, I guess she said some things too, like, Mark, it would be better if you were dead, I guess, but it's just like, you could have had a better twist. Like, what if she saw him ready to commit suicide and could have stopped him, but instead just ran off, and then heard the gunshot as she was running away? That would have been a better twist. Like, oh, I could have stopped him, but I didn't. I just ran off. You know? But, as it was, we get to the ending, right? So, we're down to Marky, Lucas, and Olivia. And they taken Carter, Sam, by gunpoint to this thing. And back to the mission to do what they plan to do, right? Now, while doing this, though, one, this whole thing is about you gotta follow the rules or you die, right? Calix itself cheats. It dares Lucas to kill both Olivia and Marky. He says no, and he walks away, takes them over, and instead of killing Lucas right away like it's supposed to, because that's the rules, it decides, fuck it, kills Sam so they can't finish the ritual and then kills Lucas. That's cheating. You can't do that. That's bullshit. It should have ended with them sealing it. But no, this thing's got to cheat. It's ignoring its own rules, and that's not right. 2, my voice is starting to go out again. It was starting to sound better, which is why I'm like, I'll do the review. Now it's going out again, and I apologize. 2, then, Marky tries to get Calyx to admit the truth. Like, once you're asked, you have to answer. So she says truth or dare, you have to answer. It says truth. How do we get out of here alive? It says you can't. And right away I'm sitting there, I'm going, bullshit. This is bullshit. How are they're gonna kill each other? What's going on? And then it happens. The most bullshit ending I've seen. Liv takes her phone. She goes, what are you doing? Earlier in the film, I think I mentioned this. I don't remember if I did. Earlier in the film, when she is asked truth or dare, she says truth, and she says, if it came down to it, would you choose, you and your friends, or would you choose the entire world? Or if it came down to it. And she said she would pick the world over, like the means of the many overpower the means of the few. Basically what it is. And she says that. Now, my question is, was the demon part of the game started at this point? Because if she wasn't telling the truth, then she should have died then. Like, was Calyx activated or turned on, or was he a part of this game when she said that? Because if that wasn't the truth, because at the end of this film, she does the exact opposite and chooses Marky over the rest of the fucking world, gets on her phone and says to her many, many viewers, millions out there, truth or dare. So if she was, based on the rules of this game, if she was lying during the initial game, and I know there was another lie, but it's not really a lie. Like where he says that about to stop selling prescriptions to freshmen or something, and it's one thing. But like, what was the other one? Are you aware that Olivia's in love with your boyfriend? Now, she wasn't aware, so not really a lie. But like, she said if it came down to it, she would pick the rest of the world over her friends. And she chooses her friends. So if she was lying, shouldn't she have died then? I know it would have given away the game, and Carter would have been fucked. But it would have been an interesting opening. Just like, no, of course, I'm going to choose the rest of the world. And all of a sudden, oh my God! Well, I guess I got to tell you that we're playing a deadly game of Truth or Dare. It's real. Goodbye. But Lucia's got to be the star of this. So yeah, she takes her fucking phone and she challenges the entire fucking world that's watching Truth or Dare, and you see someone's watching it, and the person next to him goes like that, setting up that the whole entire world is fucked, basically, because this person who up until this point has been a good person, not wanting to tell her friend something bad that has happened with her with her dad's suicide, not wanting to do anything bad, wanting to try to help her friends, the point of not moving in on her friend's boyfriend, even though her friend was cheating on said boyfriend. She wanted to help plant trees. She's been a good person since the beginning of this film, at least. And then all of a sudden, it's like, fuck this. Fuck everyone. My friend and I are more important. No, that doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense within the context of who this character is supposed to be. Then it completely turns this film upside down, and it's like they didn't have an idea of what ending they wanted to use, and this, let's just have her Truth or Dare everyone in the entire world. That's a good ending, right? No, a good ending would be fucking having Sam or Carter, whatever the hell his name is, finish the ritual and lock Calyx away, and then tucking that thing somewhere safe inside that mission. And then we can have a post-credit scene to set up a somewhat sequel and have like a bulldozer come in and break the thing and release it out. We can set up a sequel. We don't necessarily need to see these characters come back because you can have new characters. You know what I mean? It's just... it's such a bullshit ending that pisses me off every time I think about it. The movie, to me, was fine up until that ending. Up until the point where it cheats in its own game, and instead of killing Lucas right away like it's supposed to, it decides, no, my safety is more important than keeping the rules of the game, which is what this whole thing is about. Kills Carter, or Sam, whatever the fuck I'm going to call him, and then kills Lucas. Right there, I'm like, oh, really, we're doing this downer ending? Because, you know, there's no, you know, then you think, okay, so she came up with a new idea. How do we get out of life? You can't. Carter was the only way. I'm like, so it's basically telling us they're fucked. And then they give it truth or dare. Ugh. I mean, guys, I'm not talking about this. My throat, as you can see, you can hear, is going out. I'm sorry. My voice is going out. Not my throat. My throat's not going out. My voice is going out. So, like I said, it's decent up until the ending. And then it's like, fuck this movie. So, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Because, like I said, it's decent up to the end. If I could watch it up to the end, you know, and think of my own ending, like they actually finished what they were supposed to do. Because that's another thing I hate in some movies. Where you have to do this, and you can beat it. So, they set forth the rules of what you have to do to beat this. And then, it just say, fuck it, they're not going to do it. Like, it, you know, the writing. Who wrote this? Did it say who wrote this? Writer. Story by Michael Race. You wrote a bad ending, bro. I'm just saying. Anyway, 6 out of 10 for me. What are your thoughts on Blumhouse's Truth or Dare? Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And wish me good luck for Fantasy Island on Friday. Because Friday, I have a lot to do on Friday, actually. But I'll get to it. So, wish me luck. Until then, like, share, and subscribe for more content. I'll see you in the next one.